Qualitative research. This gives information on the reasons people buy, what makes them buy the product, service or advertisements. It can be used to look at reactions to advertisement campaigns, their views, new products and information about the consumer's preferences. Qualitative research gives more descriptive answers and expresses the customer's emotions. Quantitative research. This produces numbers and figures, like the number of sales per month. Quantitative research can be used to show the patterns within a business using statistical data, track the amounts of market shares for big companies, add up the amount of stores stocking a particular product and list the amount of cash being invested into advertising on a product. Using both these research techniques together is called triangulation. This allows the results to be cross-checked for a more reliable answer. There are two types of ways to do marketing research: primary research and secondary research. Primary research, field research. Primary research is new research, carried out to answer specific issues or questions. It can involve questionnaires, surveys or interviews with individuals or small groups. Secondary research, desk research. Secondary research is research that is done already, such as books and information found on websites online. Government statistics can be very useful for businesses looking for stats that are factual. Observation. This marketing research method is essentially just analyzing and collecting data obtained by directly observing individuals in a natural or planned atmosphere. It is fairly accurate because the observer would be watching the person's every move, so they would notice and take into account if they were being untruthful in any sort of way. There is no cost for this method. An advantage of this type of research method is that laboratory-based observation methods monitor behavior in artificially controlled environments. As opposed to someone observing, they would actually get a clear idea of what is occurring because they will be in the same room without any artificial variables. A disadvantage of this method is that the observer would have very little control over the situation. For example, if a business wanted to study crowd behavior, then they would have to wait till the right amount of people, until it forms an actual crowd. Experimentation is useful because you are able to monitor different types of reactions from a small or large group, depending on what the situation is. This method is accurate, because like the observation method, by just looking at the target audience, you are able to notice if they are lying or not, therefore making it accurate and reliable. An advantage of this method is that it is convenient and effective at the same time, because you are able to obtain information without much hassle involved. This also includes the researcher's ability to change and manage the independent variable. A disadvantage of this method is that it would cost to set up the experiment, and also ethnic factors would have to be taken into consideration. D. Surveys. This marketing research method is highly effective, because you are able to simply collect information with ease and then eventually compare and contrast the data against different factors. However, it is not very accurate, because some people tend to lie when taking part in surveys just to be polite. An advantage of this method is that surveys are a lot easier to manage and develop. They are also cost-effective, but this does not include the funds for the equipment needed to develop this. E.g. paper, stationery. A disadvantage of this method is that the respondents are more likely to be dishonest because they are put on the spot, or prefer to keep personal things at bay, which results in inaccuracy of results. Focus groups. This marketing research method is a group of actual or potential customers brought together to discuss a particular idea or concept. This research method is useful because it essentially saves a business a lot of time and money. The response rate is also high. An advantage of this research method is that you would be able to measure their reaction to certain things. A disadvantage of this research method is that it is costly, and the business would be paying the people to come in and talk about a potential idea. The moderator could also be biased. Internal sources of secondary research transactions. These are transactions that are able to log all of the details about products instantly and update them to a database. They take all information including the name and emails of customers along with what kind of products they buy. This enables them to send out tailored emails about products that the customer may like. Electronic points of sale. These are used by businesses that have a large number of regular sales such as Tesco or Asda. Apostilles handles payments fast and updates the stock lists to provide instant information. Loyalty schemes. Loyalty schemes such as the Advantage card offered from big companies such as Boots or Tesco are highly useful. These cards record every individual purchase made by every single cardholder. They have details on the frequency they visit the stores, the range of products they buy, the amount of times they buy from a specific brand, if they will try new products and whether advertising campaigns affect them. Internet. The Internet is home to thousands of sources that are submitted to sites every single day. There are websites that offer statistics and other sites that just talk about certain subjects, like forums. Businesses can do easy competitor analysis by logging onto their competitor's site and browsing around for information. Government statistics. These can be obtained online by downloading them at www.statistics.gov.uk. These include details about social trends, population, prices, employment, expenditure and regional trends. Libraries. Libraries contain business information, foreign newspapers, company reports, financial information, market research reports, company databases and reference books on business topics. Universities. Universities hold journals which provide in-length sources of information. A lot of work done by university students is available as secondary research for people to read through. Company reports. These are very useful when analyzing a competitor. They contain all information such as sales figures and profit figures. This information is provided over the last 5 years so it can give a good clear and depth. They can find out the statements from key directors and prospects for the future.